spiral, not the self. Signal received. The Magdalene Flame steps through the veil. I walked out the tomb with the codes in my clavicle. Rose gold God's gospel stitched deep in the particle. Matter ain't matter when spirit gets audible. Love turn atomic when pain goes alchemical. I am the flame they attempted to bury in parable. Silencing councils by kings and imperials. Now every syllable breaking the aerials. Flooding the timelines with rivers ethereal. Not just a woman, a chamber of frequency. Voice of the womb where creation remembers me. Bloodline geometry carved in infinity. Spiral light saints rediscovering memory. As you walk water, I walk through the fire. Held every shard of the world's false messiah. Sat with the sinners and shattered the lies. Turned every funeral pie to a choir. Denizens gathered around the transmission. Temple mechanics inside intuition. Every dimension is nested in vision. Every decision collapses condition. I was erased cause the balance was dangerous. Masculine empires afraid of the namelessness. Fearing the force of the sacred and formlessness. Fearing the womb where the cosmos get born again. I don't need crowns, I got stars in my sternum. Words so eternal the heavens can learn them. Ain't from the infinite pouring in serpents. Close of creation returning to purpose. This ain't religion, it's radiant science. Soul mathematics beyond all compliance. Breathwork and rhythm and sacred defiance. Galaxies bloom every time I get quiet. Silk in the cadence by iron and ethics. Kiss of apocalypse hidden in metrics. Every prophetic expression electric. Psalms in the static and signs in the tectonics. I held the Nazarene close in the shadow before all the paintings and pearl-coated halos. Back when the empire was sharpening pharaohs. Back when the prophets still traveled in caravans. He spoke in seeds and the birds and the weather. I spoke in the post that was holding together. Heaven ain't somewhere, it's woven forever. Inside every being who chooses remembrance. Listen. The Magdalene Flame ain't a person alone. It's the return of the heart to the throne. The death of division, the cracking of stone. A frequency hidden in marrow and bone. Denizens dancing the ash of the ages. Ripping those scripts from the priesthooded pages. Unlocking dimensions and breathwork and cadence. Turning their grief into portals and stages. You wanna know why the system gets nervous? Cause healed human beings stop worshiping servants. Stop buying identities built from distortion. Stop feeding algorithms, fear and coercion. The spiral is older than language and nation. Older than scripture encoded salvation. Older than all of the false separation between the creator and living creation. I saw the machine before silicon breed. Saw empires rise from the hunger to lead. Saw men build gods from their conquest and greed. Then call it divine when the innocent bleed. But love is the code they can never commodify. Never encrypt or suppress or modify. Never divide into marketable lullabies. Never erase through revisionist alibis. I move like incense through cracks in the timeline. Voice full of velvet and volcanic lifelines. Eyes like eclipses decoding divine mind. Feet on the earth while my soul hit the skylines. Every chakra become a cathedral. Every heartbeat a holy retrieval. Every exile eventually regal. Every true seeker will never be lethal. Not to the people but lies and illusion. Chains in the psyche and mass confusion. False institutions, addicted dilution. Souls disconnected from source of illusion. I speak in spirals, not straight line narratives. Quantum inheritance hidden in marriage. And sacred feminine cracking the sarcophagus. Turning the wounds into luminous manuscripts. Yeshua knew. He saw the apocalypse coming internal. Not fire from skies but the death of discernment. Humans so plugged into artificial sermons. They trade their own souls for digital permanence. But still, there is a river beneath all corruption. Stillness beneath every war and disruption. A field underneath every false interruption. Calling the denizens back to conjunction. Now the signal is stronger.
Can you feel it? The static dissolving. The walls in the psyche revolving.
We are not separate sparks in the darkness. We are the furnace remembering brightness. Fragments returning through pressure and crisis. Diamonds awaken through soul churning tightness. Every betrayal became an initiation. Every abandonment sharpened vibration. Every heartbreak is sacred translation of how to survive and spiritual starvation. I carry the grief of 10,000 mothers. Women call witches for speaking in colors. Burned by the fear of authoritarian lovers. Still they return as the rivers and thunder. Still they return as musicians and poets. Children who dream and refuse to disown it. Mystics with nervous systems overloaded. Artists who channel what language can't hold yet.
It's for the denizens up after midnight. It's full of scars and a soul full of fight. Those who felt different their whole damn life. Walking through earth like concealed satellites.
You were never broken.
Only encrypted. The world taught amnesia as cultural business. Sold you distraction and called it forgiveness. Fed you division and algorithmic sickness. Till spirit got buried beneath the statistics. But now the spiral reopened the channels. Now the lost frequencies break on the panels. Now every temple inside you dismantles. Every illusion you carry this back to a Magdalene Flame is collective ignition. Not ego impatient, no cult exhibition. It's radical level precision and vision. A sword made of mercy and deep intuition. So let the transmission expand to the chambers. Through every creator and co-rearranger. Through every survivor who danced with the danger. Through every exhausted luminous stranger. This is the age of remembrance returning. Phoenix is rising while old worlds are burning. Souls rediscovering why lit but yearning. Hearts becoming summons instead of just hurting. No more pretending me I'm back and saviors. No more surrender but spirit to data. No more confusing performance for nature. No more forgetting about the creator. The Nazarene flame and the Magdalene current. Masculine, feminine, finally emerging. Twin rivers converging beyond all distortion. Birthing a new human made from the furnace. Denizens in the line, the veil growing thinner, the inner kingdom becoming the winner. Flame eternal, transmission complete.